know what that means? Now, you tell me black women ain't magic, honey. Sassy, movie, nasty. Hey y'all, it's your girl Art and I'm back with another mother video. If you don't know me, now you know me, and now we friends. And as friends, I feel like you should like, comment, and subscribe and tell me what you think. I like to. Before I get started in today's video, do you notice something different about your girl? Do you? Do you notice something different? Oh, hair, is that you? Yes. I'm here, honey. If you want to go see where I got this wig, check out my last wig review. I will be doing a little icon. Also, if you want to know where I got this shirt, I will be linking that video as well. Let's get started. In honor of Juneteenth just passing, I wanted to do this video on Black inventors A through Z because I just wanted to showcase my Black people. I love being Black, I love myself, and I love my Black people. If you don't know what Juneteenth is first up, we have Alexander Miles, and he invented the automated elevator doors in 1887. The reason he did this was because his daughter had a fatal accident on the elevators, because back in the day you had to manually shut the elevators, and a lot of times people forgot to shut the elevators. I really don't know how, but they did. Without Alexander, we wouldn't even have automatic elevator doors. Can you believe that? We would be having to shut the door, and who knows, a lot of us might not even be alive today. Next we have Benjamin Bradley. He was the first person ever to develop a steam engine for a warship, and he was a slave at the time. Although he did not get to patent this invention because he was a slave, he used this invention, sold it, and bought his freedom. But his master was so impressed. Actually, I'm not even gonna say master because I don't even like saying that word. The white man who bought him was so impressed, he arranged for him to go work at the Naval Academy. Charles Brooks invented the first self-propelling street sweeper. Back in the day, they had to manually clean the streets with a broom. Could you imagine just going down the street and just sweeping the dirt away? No, you don't have to. You know why? Because Charles Brooks. Now we have David Crossowet. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Insert it and you can go look it up. In the 1920s and 30s, he invented a vacuum pump, a boiler, and a thermostat control, all for more effective heating systems in the building. Elijah McCoy, I learned about him in middle school, so I kind of remembered a little bit of this. He the man that helped the trains run smoother, okay? Mr. McCoy invented a lubricating cup that helped the oil run over the engine parts as they were moving, therefore creating a smoother engine. Thank you, Mr. McCoy. He received over 60 patents in his life, so if you want to go check him out, Google him, Elijah McCoy, because he invented over 60 items. Frederick McKinley Jones invented the refrigerated truck. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means that's how your little favorite frozen foods, frozen pizza get to Kroger, get to Walmart. That's how nasty ass Zaxby's gets their nasty ass chicken in a refrigerated truck. Invented in 1940 by Frederick McKinley Jones. You're welcome. Let's say thank you, Frederick. Thank you, Frederick. He patented the roof-mounted cooling system, which kept all the food cool back in the day. And of course, as time goes on, inventions get perfected and more. but it started with Frederick. Garrett Morgan in 1923 invented the 3-light traffic light. Okay, here's how the story goes. Back in the day, they only had a green light and a red light, and obviously that was causing a lot of accidents because people just don't go and stop. So Garrett saw this and was like, we need a yield so we can slow them cars down so people stop dying from crashes. And what do you know? He put the yellow light in there. Okay, he saved the world with the yellow light. Just imagine today if we just had green and red. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit of a speeder. Now, if I just was speeding because I seen green and all of a sudden the shit turned red, how the fuck am I gonna stop? 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 I can't. I'll be done get fucking T-boned and then look, boom, life over. But thanks to Garrett Morgan, now when I'm zooming and I see green and it turns yellow, I slow my ass down and I stop at the red light. He also invented the gas mask. Henry Blair was the second Black person in the United States to hold a patent. Blair was a farmer who patented 2 devices that helped him produce his productivity. First, he patented the corn planter, which is basically a wheelbarrow that you push and it drops the seeds down as you go. The second patent was for a cotton planter. If I ever, this is totally random, but
if telling me to go pick cotton or something of that sort, it's gonna be a problem. And I just want you to know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I'm here to tell you, don't let anybody disrespect you and where you come from. Do not. It is 2020 and it needs to change. It's not funny.
I'm done with my side note. Sorry. Isaac Watkins invented the scrubbing frame. Now, I tried to find more on this, but I actually found the patent that he submitted, and this is what he describes it as. James E. West co-invented the microphone. This in 1964, and 4 years after they patented this, it was used in hearing aids, baby monitors, telephones, and recorders. Find a K, I'm going to do 2 L's. The first L, we have Lloyd Ray, who improved the dustpan. Back in the day, they had just a pan. Just a pan, and you get your hands all dirty and whatever. Nobody liked that. So you know what Ray did? Ray made the pan out of steel, and you know what he did? Smart, simple but smart. He put a handle on that thing. And look, boom, patent, baby, patent.
Thank you, Lloyd. Be glad you don't have to get on your hands and knees.
Now we have Dr. Lonnie Johnson, and you want to know what he invented? The Supersoaker. Supersoaker in 1889, and 2 years after that, they became the most wanted toy in America, making him over $200 million. Okay, Dr. Lonnie, I see you, Dr. Lonnie. Mary Von Britton Brown, who was a nurse. She invented the home security system. She lived in Queens. Her husband was away a lot of the times. You know, she got kind of scared. You know, it was rough back in the day, 1966. You know, police, they didn't help. They still don't help. Anyway, she invented a system that used the camera to slide in the peepholes of her door, and she hooked it up to the monitor in her house so she could see who was running past her door. She also added a microphone to speak to anyone at the door that she saw coming, added a button to unlock the door remotely, and she added a button to contact 12, aka the police, aka defund the police, aka let's not get into it. She and her husband took out a patent on the system in 1966, but they were not awarded the patent until 1969. No N, so we're gonna double up on the O's. First we have Oscar Brown, who invented the horseshoe. Next, we have Otis Boykin, also invented a control unit for the pacemaker, which is used. Upon his death, he had 26 patents to his name. Okay, Otis.
I have 2 P's. I have 2 P's.
Now I have 2 P's because I couldn't find a Q. First, we have Philip Downing, and guess what he invented? The mailbox. Back in the day, you had to walk all the way to the post office if you wanted to send somebody a mail, a letter, or whatever you had to do. You had to walk, and no telling where the post office was. So my man Philip, he was like, damn, this is a long walk. So he invented the mailbox, a metal box on 4 legs that would withstand heat, cold, rain, basically. Next we have Patricia Bath, who just recently passed away in 2019. She was the first African-American ophthalmologist. Ooh. In 1981, she started working on the laser-phaco probe, which was a treatment for cataract. With this probe, she was able to help people see after 30 years of being blind. Now, you tell me Black women ain't magic, honey. You making people see again out here in these streets. Next, we have Richard Spikes. He has many patents, and I'm just going to list off a few. In 1907, he patented a beer tapper, which was connected to a keg, and the tap used tubing to ease the release of beer from the barrel while also improving the freshness over time, and that is still in use today. He invented a self-locking rack for billing cues, pool sticks. When you put the pool stick in a little thing and it just stays there, that was Richard. I have 2 S's since I don't have a U, but first we have Sarah Boone, who was born a slave, but she was the first African American woman to receive a patent, honey. Yes, she expanded upon the original ironing board, where the original board was just flat and wood. She made it slimmer and curvier, which made it easier to fit your clothes over that thing and iron them. Irons are important. Please, we are too grown. Well, I'm too grown to be walking at the house with a wrinkled ass shirt. Shirley Ann Jackson, and she invented the caller ID, honey. So them little scam likelies you see pop up in your phone, you wouldn't know that was a scam if it wasn't for Shirley. Thank you, Shirley. Shirley was also the first African-American woman to receive a doctorate from the Massachusetts Institution of Technology, and the second African-American woman in the United States to receive a doctorate in physics. Okay, Shirley. And she is savage, attitude nasty, talk big shit, but my bank account match it. Hood, but I'm classy, rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters keep my name in their mouth, now they gagging. He said, way that thing move, it's a movie. Boy, we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the block and now it's hot, bitch, I'm Tunchi. I'm new and I'm moving. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. This video is getting very tiring, okay? Not gonna lie, but we're almost done. Thomas L. Jennings was the first Black man in the United States to receive a patent. Snaps for Thomas. He discovered the process of dry scouring, which is basically dry cleaning today. Thank you, Thomas. Now we have Miss Valerie Thomas. In college, she majored in physics, which led her to her position at NASA. In 1980, she received a patent for her illusion transmitter, which produces optical illusions, attributed to the development of SPAN, research related to Halley's Comet, ozone hole studies, and a supernova. Wow. Lastly, we have Arthur Zhang. Obviously,
His name's Arthur, that's A, but his last name is a Z, so I put it with a T. Thank you.
he invented the Cardiopad. He was 24 when he invented this. While looking this invention up, I read that he did this not for money, but to help his people, because in a country of 22 million people, they only have about 40 heart surgeons. Y'all, this concludes the end of my video today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you learned. Turn on your post notifications as well so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys next time. Art is out.